Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
Police on Wednesday returned to the scene of a dramatic 4-hour standoff, where security force killed an armed suspect implicated in Tuesday murder of a man in Mandeville. The suspect has been identified by the police as David Alfrancis Wilson, otherwise called Brownman, 54 years old and employed deportee of a Caledonia Road apartment. On Wednesday, members of the Manchester Quick Response Team and operations turned up at the apartment and swept the building. Minutes before the police arrived on Wednesday, entertainer Ellen Lewis was seen videotaping the crime scene. At one point, Lewis took out what appeared to be a crystal ball and placed it in the yard in front of the apartment building. "My police team get paid to serve and protect, not to get no shot," he said, before calling for a raise of pay for the security force. The body of a customer service representative was found face down in a pile of garbage after a gunman shot and killed him along St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, on Wednesday night. The deceased has been identified as Juan Thomas, otherwise called JJ, and Ensman, a 24 years old who live in the same area. Reports are that about 10:18 p.m., residents of Clayton Heights heard explosion and alerted the police. On their arrival, Thomas' body riddled with gunshot wounds. To the upper body was found in an open lot. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. No motive has been established in the killing, and detectives assigned to the Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch have since launched a probe. Detectives assigned to the St. Catherine North Police Division have proven the murder of an unidentified man and the wounding of another. Reports are that about 9:10 a.m. on Thursday, a man, the deceased, and another man, believed to be his brother, were involved in a dispute in Jericho District in Linstead, St. Catherine. The altercation turned violent when a sharp implement was used to inflict wounds on both men. They were taken to the Linstead Hospital, where one was pronounced dead and the other admitted for treatment. No motive has been established. The Linstead Criminal Investigation Branch is investigating. A 14-year-old student has been charged with murder after allegedly trying to set fire to the clothes belonging to another teen, sparking a fatal dispute in Beverly Flat, Newland, Portmore, St. Catherine on Friday, September 5. The deceased has been identified as 15-year-old Duskin Elliott, a student of Beverly Flat, Newland. Reports from the Portmore police are that about 12:30 p.m., the accused went to Elliott's home and attempted to set his clothes ablaze. An argument developed between the two, during which the accused allegedly used half of a pair of scissors to stab Elliott in the chest. Elliott was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The 14-year-old later arrested and reportedly gave a caution statement. Admitting to the crime, a court date is being arranged. 53-year-old Kirk Goff, otherwise called Mad Kirk, a taxi operator of Slipen Road, Kingston, has been charged with several offences following an incident in his community on September 3. He was charged with assault at common law, possession of prohibited weapon, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Reports are that at 9:50 a.m. Goff reportedly entered a yard and approached a man, then brandished a firearm and threatened to kill him. The man escaped unhurt and made a report to the police. Goff was later apprehended and charged after he was positively identified on an identification parade. His court date is being arranged. A bomb scare at the Civil Garden police station in St. Andrew on Wednesday afternoon had forced an emergency sweep of the compound after someone claimed an explosive device had been planted there. According to police reports, the call came in around 3:20 p.m. from a man triggering immediate security protocols and the dispatch of emergency team. After thorough checks, no device was found. Investigators are now hunting the caller responsible for the scare. 28-year-old Kemar Cranston has died from injuries he sustained in a crash in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth on Wednesday. Reports are that about 1 a.m. on September 10, 2025, Cranston was a passenger in a 2014 Toyota Mark X, traveling along Langwood The driver reported the lost control of the vehicle, which overturned. Both men were injured and taken to the Black River Hospital, where Kingston was pronounced dead. The vehicle was extensively damaged. The Santa Cruz Traffic Department is investigating